Developing now out west, the Colorado theater shooting trial is resuming right now with fewer jury members today. That's because the judge in the James Holmes trial dismissed 3 jurors yesterday after learning one was exposed to news coverage of the case and discussed it with other jurors. After the dismissals, the judge addressed the remaining jury members.
You may be noticing now that there are 3 of you missing. We've lost 3 jurors. Please don't speculate about that. I have prohibited those 3 jurors from having any contact with you related to this case. And I am prohibiting you from having any contact whatsoever with them.
Holmes is facing the death penalty if convicted for fatally shooting 12 people and injuring 70 others at a crowded Denver area movie theater in 2012. He's pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. Joining me now is attorney and legal analyst Brian Claypool. Brian, thanks for being with me.
Sure. Nice to see you, Jose.
Thanks. We're 7 weeks into this trial, and a total of 21 jurors and alternates remain. What potential impact could the dismissal of 3 jurors have on the trial?
Well, it has a grave impact, and I think the judge made a mistake. I think he should have excused 1 juror, not 3 jurors. The 1 juror who had information about the defense seeking a mistrial and that being denied. Obviously, that juror, Jose, had been watching television news clips about the trial. But to excuse the other 2 jurors who simply were the recipients of that information, I think was flawed. You've got to covet as a judge these jurors, much like your own kids. You need them at the end of the day.
And how difficult is it for a jury to completely avoid seeing or hearing about the very public trial in today's world of social media?
Absolutely. That's a great point. And I think what the judge should have done, what Judge Shamor should have done, is he should have brought in the 3 jurors that he ended up excusing and questioned them outside the presence of everybody else with a court reporter to find out exactly what happened, to make every effort to keep these jurors, because the massive media attention on this case makes it next to impossible to not even discuss the case. And Jose, another quick point, I think the judge also made another mistake. He should have told the remaining jurors why those 3 jurors were excused so that they weren't left to speculate. It almost propagated more speculation.
Right, interesting. I want to ask you about a case going on in California. A man in Salinas struck several times with batons by police during an arrest. Jose Velasco's family says he's mentally ill, but officers say he was attacking them and they only used batons to subdue him after tasers failed. What's your reaction to this? Well,
I mean, looking at your video, it's obvious that this young man is not posing an immediate threat of harm to the police officers. So to be hitting him with a baton, tasering him, look, he's down. There are several police officers already on top of him. And I think this is another example of a pattern and practice of many police officers nationwide using excessive force.
Brian Claypool, thank you for being with me. Appreciate your perspective.
Sure. Thanks, Jose.
First Lady Michelle.